I really gotta decide, am I going to keep my American Express Gold Card, close it, or am I downgrading it? And for the most part, I really don't think that I'm gonna keep it. So really, the only thing that I could do is either close it or downgrade it. And I'm really considering downgrading to the American Express Green Card. But the thing is, if I was to close the American Express Gold Card, how would it impact my credit? Let's get into it. So with the American Express Gold Card, I've had it for over 2 years, and my annual fee is going to be coming down. So I'm going to have to make a decision, y'all. What I've been doing. So since I'm really considering either closing it or downgrading it, I already moved my points. So I only had like 10,000 points because really I've been using the American Express Hilton Honor Surpass. So that's where all my points are at. And then with my airline credit cards. So I transferred over 10,000 points to Hilton. And so I was able to do that. So I'm good on that. And then I'm going to pay off the card in the next couple of days so that when the annual fee hits, I can make my decision on, most likely I'm going to downgrade it to the green. Now, when I first got the American Express Gold Card, since I was already in the ecosystem, because I have 4 American Express cards, I have the American Express Gold Card, the American Express Everyday Card, the American Express Blue Business Cash, and then the Hilton Honor Surpass. And so since I was already in the ecosystem, when I applied for the American Express Gold Card, it didn't hit my credit. Now, if somebody is just applying for the American Express Gold Card and they don't have any American Express cards, it can impact their new credit. So our credit score is broken down into 5 components. So we have our payment history, our credit card utilization, our length of credit, our new credit, and our credit mix. And so how the American Express Gold Card, since it's a charge card, it's not going to impact our credit card utilization because it doesn't report our credit card utilization. But the thing is, it does report our payment history, and then and then it can impact our length of credit. So if I close the American Express Gold Card, it can impact my length of credit. And I'm just like, I don't want to mess up my length of credit because right now, really, I'm trying to get my credit score from I want to say 767 to 800. So if I was to close it, even though I've only had this card for 2 years, I could lose some points on that end. And so I don't want that to happen. Also, with the credit mix, let's say if I had a thin profile, if I was to close this card, it could impact my credit mix as well. And so what I did, I went over to the credit report and I wanted to see, well, how does the American Express report to the credit bureau? So let's take a look. And so I had actually pulled this from the Experian site, but then I also went into my Chase portal, and that's how I was able to get the information. So when you take a look at it, you can see that really it's not reporting a utilization. So you can see here, credit utilization is not reporting, but it does report my payment history. And so you can see here that my payment history has been good. And even though it doesn't report credit card utilization, it still reports the highest balance that I've had. So that's the only thing with credit cards and with the American Express Gold Card. You know, some would say possibly you can hide credit card utilization within this card, but on the same hand, it's still reporting information. So when our creditors and things are pulling our credit report, they can still get information in regards to how we're using all of our credit cards. So no matter that the American Express Gold Card doesn't report our credit card utilization, which we can see here, it still reports some information so that they do still gather information. So, you know, for the most part, with the American Express Gold Card, I'm not going to close it, but if I was, it really could impact my length of credit and my credit mix. And so I think that's how that can impact. And that's 15% and 10%. Now, the good thing is, even though, let's say if I was to close this card, technically it would still stay on my credit report for 7 years. So if I was to close it, although I might lose some points on the front end, it's really not going to be until a few years where it's really going to impact me. But I want to shout out to Sledge because he had put in the chat to where he had closed, I don't know which credit card because he didn't say. And he said he lost 50 points. I was just like, dang, to lose 50 points. I might need to reread that to see if it was really 50 points. But you'll have to put a message in you have to put a comment to let me know if it was really 50 points, because I'm just like, man, if I was to lose 50 points right now, that would take me to about a 716, 717 or something like that. And even though that's still a pretty good score, to lose 50 points, ooh, that is not good at all. And so that's why it's very important for us to take a look at our credit report and our credit score to see, okay, if I'm going to make a decision to do this or that, how is it going to impact my credit score? Because on the one hand, y'all, I will close a credit card. I had the Chase Marriott Bonvoy a few years ago, and I closed that one. But I did move the credit limit over to another card, and I've closed some other cards, and then Bank of America closed 2 of my cards. And I probably had credit limits. It probably equaled like 30,000. So I was pretty upset about that. So I will close a card, but now since I'm really trying to get to 800, I'm really kind of taking it slow to, make sure that I'm doing it the right way, opposed to just closing it, because whatever decision that I make, it can impact me, especially since I'm trying to get to 800. But you'll have to let me know in the comments, what are you thinking about this? And if you had the American Express Gold Card or and you're thinking about closing it, or you have closed it, how did it impact your credit score? Or if you did close a credit card, how did it impact you? Let me know in the comments. But I hope that this was helpful. Please like, subscribe, share with a friend, and turn your notification bell on so you'll be notified when new content drops. I thank you so much for watching. Until next time, for a way to keep track of your monthly budget, well, check out my 2025 digital budget planner. I posted it on my Etsy shop. You can go into the description and click on the link. In the budget, you have goal setting, you have a monthly budget, a debt repayment, you have a savings tracker. So check out the 2025 digital budget planner on my Etsy shop.